Imagine coming home to find half your backyard's protective seawall jackhammered to oblivion by a crew sent by your HOA overlord, all because she deemed it an eyesore blocking her precious ocean view. That's the nightmare that hit me, Alex Rivera, in the supposedly idyllic Seaview Heights neighborhood, a place where community harmony meant bowing to arbitrary rules enforced by clipboard-wielding tyrants. I stood there, phone in hand, filming the wreckage, knowing this wasn't just about aesthetics. It was a power play by Brenda Hargrove, the plump HOA president who ruled with a saccharine smile and an iron fist hidden behind for the greater good speeches. Brenda had shown up a week earlier, her floral blouse straining as she waddled up my driveway, flanked by her spineless board minions. "Mr. Rivera," she cooed in that faux polite tone, like she was scolding a naughty puppy. "Your outdated seawall violates Section 4.2 on visual uniformity. It's obstructing the panoramic vistas our esteemed residents deserve." I bit my tongue, having heard the rumors she'd spread, calling me the reclusive troublemaker who hoarded junk like my perfectly permitted wall from '92. "It's not obstructing anything except erosion, Brenda," I replied calmly, pulling out my engineer's report. "This thing's saved my property from sliding into the Pacific multiple times." She pursed her lips, eyes narrowing behind her oversized sunglasses. "The board has voted. Demolition starts Friday. Think of the property values." As she turned away, I overheard her mutter to a lackey, "He'll learn not to challenge authority." The crew arrived unannounced while I was at work, turning my bluff into a construction war zone. By the time I raced home, chunks of concrete littered the slope, and the foreman shrugged sheepishly. "HOA orders, man," said it was communal property. I filmed everything, yelling, "This is trespassing. That wall's load-bearing. You're inviting a landslide." They scrammed, but the damage exposed raw earth to the pounding waves. That evening, Brenda sauntered over, her chubby cheeks flushed with victory, fanning herself dramatically. "See? So much better already. Open views for everyone." I pointed at the crumbling edge. "You've destabilized the entire bluff. You idiot. What about safety?" She waved it off with a chuckle. "Oh, Alex, always so dramatic. The ocean won't mind our little upgrade." I smiled inwardly, installing hidden cameras that night, whispering to myself, "Keep digging your grave, Brenda." The bluff didn't wait long to retaliate. 2 days later, after a stormy night, I heard the ominous rumble. The slope caved in, swallowing part of my yard and cracking Brenda's adjacent infinity pool, spilling water like a busted dam. Emergency crews swarmed as her patio tilted precariously. "It was stable," she shrieked at the inspector, her hat askew, face a hilarious mix of panic and denial. "We consulted experts." The inspector, eyeing the unlicensed coastal bliss landscapers, flags my cameras caught her planting sneakily at 3 a.m., shook his head. "No permits. No reviews. This is negligence." I quietly handed over footage and records to my lawyer, Sarah Klein, who grinned. "She's cooked. Trespass, fraud, and that beautification scam? It's embezzlement." Flyers soon flooded mailboxes, smearing me as a non-compliant hoarder. But neighbors whispered back, one even slipping me bank slips showing Brenda siphoning HOA funds for her projects. The hearing was a circus. Brenda, sweating in her ill-fitting suit, babbled about community progress, while Sarah projected emails revealing her plot with a shady developer to force my property into collapse for a luxury condo grab. "You weren't beautifying," Sarah sneered. "You were bulldozing for bucks." The council gasped as transactions flashed, personal accounts funding fake contractors. Brenda's board rats flipped, exposing her backdated votes and kickbacks. Arrests followed her for fraud and endangerment, the developer for conspiracy. She was hauled off, blubbering, "It's all a misunderstanding." The HOA dissolved, reformed transparently, and I rebuilt my wall stronger, with city grants. Neighbors rebuilt too, gardens blooming, trust mending. But the scar remained a reminder. Power unchecked turns harmony into havoc. Was Brenda the real villain? Or does every HOA breed these mini dictators waiting to snap?